History does not remember the weak. It remembers those who stand and fight. Forged in the fire of rebellion, history has been written. The battle has begun. Now, step into the story. Witness the 80 scenes.
Boom! Hey everyone! Please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Your support is incredibly valuable for me. Now let's start the video.
This is Philadelphia. The date is July 4th, 1776. A new nation is about to be born. The summer air felt unusually heavy. Crowded streets stood strangely silent. Inside these brick walls, history was being written. Every penned word would change the world forever. A document was being prepared that would change the world forever. Outside, nobody understood what was about to happen. At that moment, America did not exist. There were only 13 colonies. For generations, they lived under imperial rule. Their farms created wealth. Their ports fueled global trade. Yet power remained far away. Then everything began to change. The monolithic engine that had driven the world began to fracture. Britain emerged from war carrying heavy debt. The crown looked toward the colonies. New taxes appeared one after another. Each law tightened imperial control, slicing away the last remnants of freedom. Frustration spread rapidly across the 13 colonies. Tension grew as King George imposed stricter laws. A spirit of rebellion was catching fire. Passive concern began to harden. Passive concern, patient endurance had reached its limit. A quiet resolve was turning into active resistance. The conflict was no longer about taxes. It was becoming a fight for freedom. On December 16, 1773, tension peaked in Boston Harbor. This was the night.
The harbor waters were dark and silent. A thick blanket of fog concealed what was to come. Silence masked the brewing storm.
Under the cover of darkness, they moved, bound by a single, desperate hope: to find a place they could call home. To execute their plan, they boarded ships carrying tea. Under the cover of darkness, history was about to change. Countless crates were broken open and thrown into the sea, leaving their secrets to the mercy of the waves. Hundreds of fragile chests disappeared rapidly. They sank straight down into the deep harbor. History would remember it as the Boston Tea Party. To Britain, it was rebellion. To the colonists, it was the first spark of revolution. London answered with force. To maintain control, the regime in force met with force. For the citizens of this restricted town, fear became a part of daily life.
As authority tightens, the city becomes a fortress. Every block is watched, and the freedom of the past begins to fade.
What began as a debate had now become a divide. Lines were drawn as conviction turned into open defiance had officially ended, and the path toward open conflict became inevitable. On April 19, 1775, a line of brave men stood fast as dawn broke over Lexington. The first shots rang out at Lexington and Concord. But it changed the world forever. No one knew who fired first. But the shots echoed far beyond Massachusetts. Driven by a fierce necessity, ordinary farmers became soldiers. They traded their plows for muskets to defend their land. When the ledger closed and injustice became too heavy to bear, simple merchants became the architects of revolution. An empire now faced a rebellion unlike any before.
In the heart of conflict, a voice emerged. A leader bound not by ambition, but by the unyielding will of the people.
The Revolutionary Army was poorly equipped. They lacked basic supplies, clothing, and proper weapons. Yet, their resolve remained unbroken. They fought for a cause greater than themselves. Many lacked proper shoes. Disease and hunger spread through the cold camps, pushing these men to the absolute edge as they fought simply to survive another freezing night. Many believed defeat was inevitable, but they did not know what was to come. Yet the army endured. Valley Forge became a symbol of sacrifice. It forged the resolve of a new nation.
They endured the absolute zero of isolation. Hunger gnawed at them, but resolve kept them alive. In this frozen hell, every breath was a victory. This is the story of their survival.
Many never lived to see victory. In the wake of the collapse, a few chose to fight. They pushed beyond human limits, and those who survived emerged stronger. The revolution became larger than survival. It had become an idea, a silent force that nothing could stop, shaping the very course of history. Ideas are difficult to destroy. Across the vast Atlantic, attention turned toward the coming conflict. Foreign support began arriving. Vital supplies filled the busy docks. The world was finally answering the call. What began as a local uprising had now become an international struggle. The balance of power slowly shifted. Then came 1781. Here on the fields of Yorktown, the air grew heavy with anticipation. Every movement brought them closer to the final, decisive battle. Trapped and isolated, there was no escape. The circle was finally complete. After weeks of intense and relentless pressure, the entire British position collapsed. Outgunned and exhausted, they had no choice but to yield. The surrender at Yorktown effectively ended the war. After years of grueling conflict, the British forces finally laid down their arms. This historic moment marked the birth of a new, independent nation. Against overwhelming odds, the impossible. An empire built to last forever now faces its greatest challenge, and an empire had lost. With the signature of the Treaty of Paris, Great Britain finally recognized the absolute independence of the United States. A new nation had entered history. But building a nation proved harder than winning freedom. The economy remained fragile. Debate gripped the assembly. A fierce ideological divide now split the leadership. This heated political disagreement threatened to break their fragile unity. The Constitution created a revolutionary framework. It established a government of laws, not of men, a system built on balance and liberty. Power would belong to institutions, not a king. The 19th century brought expansion. Cities grew and industries expanded. This was the dawn of a new era. Yet a deep contradiction remained. In 1861, a great civil war erupted. The nation emerged wounded, but transformed. This was the moment of its rebirth. The 20th century turned America into a global power. World wars, the Cold War, and modern challenges reshaped the nation. 250 years later, the idea that began in 1776 continues to inspire the world.